What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? It's Alexander here, back with some more Arcania the Complete Tale. And I have decided that we're going to continue for now, but it's only going to be for 10 minutes. That way, in case I find them really quick and it isn't like long drawn out, we have a chance to, like, we can make it kind of longer than a few seconds. I'm going to do a hard save here. I'll do it just in case. Well. I dodged that. Thank you. Alright. We're going to try this instead. Okay, nope. Oh yeah, it does work. Okay. These Guardians are tough. It's all the same blade I do. Where? Oh, you're in here. Yeah, okay, there's the... Okay. Which one do I exit out of? Ew. Let's see what happens if I go this way. Surprised I didn't have to face for dominate. Like him back as a skeleton or something. Oh, it goes here. Okay. There we go. Do some healing. Now, let's go to the geek. I thought that was a whole new area, but apparently not. We're back. Whoop. Whoop. Crowbar, I've come to bargain. Oh wow, I am really slow. You can tell I have a lot of stuff on me. Actually, we'll check something. I didn't really look at that helmet that we got. Okay, it's literally just heavy head protection. Okay. Before we speak to Robar, let's do a hard save. The reason for that one is just in case the meatler brings me to the next area, I can come back, redo the stuff, and whatnot.
The shadows! Fight! We need to fight!
First, we place this circlet underneath the crown.
Fight! We... My friends, it's so good to see you again. Where's Gorn? Oh, my head. You? Who are you? I know you. I saw you, carved in ice, surrounded by fire. Together we forged the world. No, it was just a dream.
A prophetic dream. I have seen your statue in the temple. It seems we are both pawns of a higher power.
Not anymore. I drove the gods and their demons out of this world.
Zardis said the protection of your spirit won't last long. Tell me how we can help you.
The sleeper amulet? Where is it? We had this thing taken into Enos' temple. The high mages had sent some baleful influence.
What amulet do you have in mind?
The sleeper amulet. Some blind woman gave it to me before the war. She told me I was chosen to take it to its destined place.
A blind woman? I should have known.
I agreed, for old time's sake. Yet at first, I wanted to put things straight. Free Argan, and before that, Myrtana. But there was no time for that.
What happened?
The amulet. It was the prison of a demon. But it has been too far away from its resting place for too long. With each day I spent on the battlefield, the seal became weaker, until the demon finally reached out towards me. It slipped from its prison, and is now preying on my soul! Hagen, bring me the amulet. This man needs to take it to the monastery on the cliff on my behalf. He is a chosen one, just like me. We cannot take the amulet from the temple at this time, Your Highness. When the High Mages failed to destroy the amulet, they sealed it behind a magical barrier.
Then we'll have the High Mages remove their barrier. What's the problem?
They're dead. Durhang boasted that the temple is in the hands of Beliar cultists now. They believe this demonic woman, Zisha, to be a servant of their dark god.
If Zisha sends her henchmen to the Enos temple, she must be after the amulet. They're probably trying to break the barrier.
It'd be theoretically possible. I guess that with united forces, Murdarian, Ningal, and I could break the barrier too.
Where are Murdarian and Ningal?
Murdarian's already in the temple district. Ningal was going to join him as soon as the slum is secured. Best speak with Doranus. They were going to confer with him.
Ningal's a loudmouth. I secured the slums.
That explains a lot.
Let's go, Milton.
I need to prepare the necessary components and speak to the king. Go ahead, I'll catch up. Doranus must be at Diego's place. Or maybe he's already in the temple district's sewers. He wanted to inspect them. Before I was banished from the court, I created a teleport circle connecting the fortress with Diego's place. Use it. Save some time.
Do what I can. Yes. Okay. I want to speak to him again. Banish the gods.
Hang on. You banished the gods. Are we talking about Enos, Ardenos, and Beliar?
Together with a mage by the name of Zardes. Yes, they're gone. We're free at last.
The God's Temple still exists. People keep praying.
The gods' temples still exist. People keep praying.
People need their gods. If there didn't exist any already, they'd invent them.
Yeah.
If you banned gods and demons, what about the demon preying on you?
I know. A very alarming development. Maybe there's more to this world than we think.
Why should I take the amulet to the monastery?
Only the blind woman knows. I suppose this monastery houses some secret.
You know Zardes?
Are you dancing to his tune too? He gives good advice, but watch out. The only friend Zardes has is Zardes himself.
So he's not to be trusted?
In his way, he's honest. Although he only helps if there is some benefit for himself.
Alrighty. We're going to talk to all these people.
My
then we'll have
friend,
that at the end.
you surpass my expectations every time. I got my old friend back.
It isn't permanent. Enjoy it while it lasts. Where's Gorn?
I sent someone to the west gate to look for him, but he isn't there anymore. The traders said that all of a sudden he ran off over the harbor bridge with his axe in his hand.
So he's gone to strangle some undead. Gotcha.
He appears to be his old self again.
You sound almost disappointed.
What? You put my loyalty into question?
Calm down, Hagen. You look like a cooked lobster. I wonder, how did you survive the catastrophe in the Valley of Blood?
Since you are the one who saved us, I will overlook this insolence. Your question is easy to answer. I wasn't there.
But you...
I have a message! Drurhang tried to murder the king! The royal guard prevented the worst, but I had to help them against the blood vipers. I immediately set out with my best men. The battle in the Valley of Blood was almost won.
Why weren't the blood vipers on the battlefield?
Drurhang's ship set sail for Zeterif, but his men weren't aboard.
Huh. Okay. Milton, Kentucky. Alright. One more person I want to see if they're in there. See if they have anything to say about this. Zira!
The king! He is himself again!
It won't last long. But thanks to his knowledge, we might be able to banish the evil from his spirit. King Robar. He's your uncle in Thorniara. Who is in trouble?
Yes. He was like a father to me. It hurts me to see him like this.
King Robar is your father?
No, he's like a father. Back then, I snitched his purse in Morasul.
You stole the king's purse?
He wasn't a king then. He was the first man who caught me stealing.
That hardly sounds like the beginning of a wonderful friendship.
It wasn't. He beat the daylights out of me, and then offered me the purse.
I don't really get the connection between beating and gold. Can you explain?
Very simple. He beat me up because I was caught stealing, and he gave me the gold because I almost succeeded.
So you forgave him just like that?
No, I was going to get even and plunder him.
And? Did you? I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Somehow, something always prevented it. Orcs, assassins, robbers, and militia. He saved my life. Many times. One day I realized I didn't want to rob him anymore. And then he became a king.
How long have you known Diego?
For almost as long as I've known the king.
I was a big blabbermouth back then.
Yes, you were. The hint about the temple was very useful.
So you already knew back then who I am?
Diego is not the only one with many ears.
Oop.
I was going to keep an eye on him, but you were... interesting.
No wonder Dantaro found the temple. You milked me like a cow.
Dantero? He's one of Hagen's people. I don't want any dealings with him.
Why didn't you simply put Darton out of the way?
Funny enough, that is what I had in mind when you turned up.
So what stopped you?
You. I wanted to see how you'd deal with the situation.
You just stood and watched me play the errand boy for Lorne?
Yes, but you surprised me. I didn't think the fisherman could still be helped. You have my respect.
So what was it you were looking for in Stuart?
I was supposed to help Mermond.
Mermond? Looks like I thwarted you.
You did. And you almost caused the doom of Stuart.
How so?
With Hertan in power, we wouldn't have had another choice but to burn Stuart to the ground.
No choice? Why don't you just leave Stuart in peace?
Because we need to unite the islands if these eternal quarrels are to be put to an end.
Peace by waging war?
Well, thanks to Drurhang, it doesn't matter anymore.
Drurhang, what can you tell me about him?
He always gave me the creeps. Too slick, too uncompromising. But we needed every man we could get hold of. Drurhang's mercenaries have proved themselves many times. In Nordmar, in Verent.
In Fesher?
In Fesher? Hagen never issued that order.
Who then? Robar III?
Nobody. When Drurhang attacked, he was acting on his own.
Enough about Drurhang. What about Dantaro? Was it one of his orders to murder an Enos priest?
If I agreed with Dantero's methods, he wouldn't be working for Hagen. I tried to intercept him in Tushu, but he disappeared into thin air.
I caught up with Dantaro in front of the temple gates.
I won't miss him. Did you find some wonder weapon there?
Hagen wouldn't have found what he was looking for there. About that story with the sunshine, no hard feelings.
I'm not that fragile, you know. If I were you, I'd have done the same.
Drurhang conjured the undead.
We don't know that. At any rate, they cannot harm him. In fact, some even obey him.
Alright. Well then, now that we have all that settled, I'm going to end this here. But of course, like usual, we come close to the end of a place. We need to go around and get the relics. So, that's what we'll be doing after the end, once I check in here. Ooh. Can we put that on? No, I just will. But, like I was saying, we going around getting the relics and the, statues that we can. No, we know where one is already. But yeah, that's our next thing, is to go and find all those, all those things that are missing. After we loot this chest. Great sword. Kind of useless. It's, like, more useful. The unlocked one was more useful. Anyways, I'm going to end this here. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.